Welcome inside Fifth Third Arena. My name's Eric Gonzalez. I'm joined alongside Tim Kraft, and this is the Bearcast Radio Network pregame show. The Bearcast Radio Network presents Big 12 women's basketball for Cincinnati hosting West Virginia. We get set for our 2 p.m. tip-off. And Tim, Bearcats have started or have played their last 3 games. They're 2-1. They started off the last 3 games. Number 11, Iowa State. They won. That was the biggest upset that this team has had all season. They started off not so hot. This team lost a handful of games to start the season. I think they were 0-4, 0-3. They lost a big stretch of games.
Off to a slow start.
Yeah, off to a really slow start. They come home to start Big 12 play early. Knock off number 11 Iowa State. How much better can that start get?
I mean, come on.
Turns the momentum of the season around from where you don't think it's going to really produce that much. Men's basketball last night, same story. We knock off number 2 Iowa State. I mean,
I was in attendance. Yeah. It was an unbelievable game.
Football, basketball, men's basketball, women's basketball all beat Iowa State. I don't know what that tells you about Iowa State's program, but hey, respect to Iowa State. Got to shout out Cyclone Larry, of course. He's a fantastic gentleman, so I can't say too much bad things. They played Texas Tech. Texas Tech was a rough game for the Lady Bearcats, and they come away with a loss there, but they turn around, take it back home, beat UCF at home for just trying to build that momentum. Right now, like I mentioned, they're 2-4 in conference play. They're 7-11 overall, but that record does not tell the whole story. They're really starting to show improvement on both ends of the floor, offensively and defensively. And at the core of that offensive improvement, it hasn't just been one player. This has been a balanced offense. But Maya Perry, speaking of scorers, Maya Perry has been the primary scoring option. She's been leading 18.2 points per game, and she's been really efficient from the floor and from 3. She's playing heavy minutes, and she's been very important in close games. Just behind her, Kalia DeVillasi has been a fantastic second option and a facilitator in assists. She's leading the team in assists. She just had the single-season record for assists, I believe. What was it, the Georgetown game, if I remember
awesome
that correctly. And she's getting 16.1 points per game. And another key player for this offense has been Reagan Jackson. She's absolutely amazing from the perimeter, and she has been helping significantly with the boards. And that's big for any offense if you can get those second chance. Their front court, Kylie Torrance underneath, again, an inside anchor, has been phenomenal. She's the team's leading rebounder, and her defensive presence on defense has been fantastic, and that's going to be a big part for what this Bearcats team has to do. Destiny Thomas, another efficient person around the rim, trying to get that offense building, and Alliance Nadibia adding physical strength and trying to get that rebounding going. Their defense, they're best when they're controlling the glass. That's what they've been doing. That's how they win games, limiting those second chances. And when they've won, they're actually averaging right now. The opponents who they play are averaging under 70 points per game. Now, they've had some variability with that. They've given up a few games in losses that have been more, but they're averaging on the season 70 points.
When they can get out and push, that's when they're at their best. And really just good team in transition.
We're going to take a quick break here as we get set for the national anthem.
Please remain standing for the University of Cincinnati alma mater.
Yeah, we're back with you here from Fifth Third Arena. As we were talking about just before that break there, Cincinnati's defense, trying to kind of round off that production there. Cincinnati has been just controlling the glass. That's what they do when they win the games. And that's really how you win a basketball game, is to control the glass. Don't let the other team get opportunities to score points, whether it's offensively and try and get points on a turnover, or defensively and letting the team get those second chances to make up for their mistakes. But they, like I said, they're holding their opponents under 70 points a game, and that's an average. They've given up a few more. They had a 90-47 loss, I believe. And so when they can win, they're really doing it off the defense. Is their offense, even if they're not having a good game, if you can turn that defense and stop the other team from scoring those points, it really doesn't matter how good you are on offense, whether you're not shooting well from three. If you're kind of just struggling, you can get that struggle win, but you have to set yourself up defensively to do that. Their guards are going to set the tone on the perimeter. If they can stop that three-point shot, that's going to be big, because that means you can't let the other team get those big runs.
The backcourt is just really good. DeFilici as well as Maya Perry, that when they're perimeter defending, they can really nag the other team and get steals, create turnovers, and then once they get out in transition, they're some of the best in passers, in the Big 12.
Absolutely, and that's what they do well. And we noticed that earlier in the year, is that as this team, when they find their rhythm on offense, it's because of the fact that they had a really good defensive stop, and they hustle. They hustle to the offensive side. They get the numbers advantage, whether they go inside to Kylie Torrance and put one up, or if they just run and it's closer, but they can get that kind of advantage where they know where they're going to go, make the defense kind of hustle and get into position. You might have an open three-pointer, you can get those shots off, but that's where they're going to succeed. And West Virginia, to a counterpoint, they're coming into this season, they're doing very well. They're playing some of the best basketball recently. They come in with a very strong defensive identity. They're proven on the road. They go to Iowa State, number 19, also beat Iowa State. And they're scoring over 78 points per game, and they're holding opponents under 58. So this is really going to be a heavyweight match on defense of who can try and stop the other team from scoring, because both of these defenses are doing very well. And West Virginia's offense is very good right now. So if we can find a way to slow that down, stop them from scoring as many points, we're going to have a good shot. But West Virginia is no slouch in that matter either. For West Virginia's offense, they have a lot of scoring options. Everybody on the floor can score, but Gia Cook, is their leading scorer. She's versatile from all over the court. Kira Wheeler, back on that same side, she's controlling the paint inside, and she is leading West Virginia for scoring and rebounding in presence, not necessarily in literal points. But Jordan Harrison also kind of rounding off that backcourt stability. Their offense is pushing right now, and they're doing very well.
And how about Sydney Shaw?
Yeah.
She's also a very big key contributor for them.
Oh, yes, she's absolutely
averaging 13 points a game.
100%. She's very good from the three-point line. She's a very good perimeter shooter, so she's going to be a threat that they have to watch out for. Carter McRae as well, adding strength and efficiency inside. Good rebounder and very good from the post. They're going to be very comfortable playing through multiple people and watch this team to try and move the ball, get a lot of ball movement, get the Bearcats unsettled. So, Tim, we kind of set it up here. Walk us through the keys. What's it going to take for both teams to try and win this game?
Definitely going to have to win the rebounding battle. When they can rebound the best in this front court with Kylie Torrance, Destiny Thomas, and Alliance Nadibia, I mean, you're going to have a really good chance at winning the game, as well as just like turnovers and ball security. So if forcing turnovers on defense, getting out in transition, when they can push the pace, they're one of the better one of the better teams in the Big 12. And then also being able to, play safe with the ball, not play safe, but facilitate the ball in a way that is not going to turn it over and lead to points out in transition for these West Virginia Mountaineers.
Absolutely. And so we're going to take a quick break here as we get set and get closer to opening tip. So we'll be right back with you after this short break. And we're back getting set up for tip-off here. And this is the first matchup of the season for the Bearcats in West Virginia. The rematch is going to be later, March 1st, for the final game of the year. And Cincinnati right now, they're trying to look and build confidence going into the game, or for the rest of the season. They're trying to build that back, right? They started off kind of weak, 2-4 right now in conference play, kind of at the bottom of the Big 12. And this is an opportunity for them to try and get back on the plus side of that, right? Try and claw back towards that middle of the pack. Get yourself up to 3-4. You're looking pretty good, especially if you can knock off a team that's doing very well, like West Virginia. You've already beat Iowa State, so you've proven you can do it. Now, Iowa State right now is also 2-4. So, there's going to be a kind of challenge here. Is West Virginia, much like Texas Tech, is one of the stronger teams right now. So, can you try and consistently win these games? Last week, or earlier this week, they beat UCF, another kind of weaker team. But if you can play well, even if you play close with West Virginia, right? See what happened in the men's games, right? You're playing. They're only, I think they were a -1 deficit in games up until last night's game. If you can play close, you can still kind of get that momentum and say, hey, look, we know what we need to do. This is what lost us these games. We can make adjustments. And That's going to be key. For West Virginia, they're trying to solidify where they are in the Big 12 standings right now. They want to lock that position in and set themselves up to try and make a run for the NCAA tournament. So
this is a West Virginia team that is a perennial, you know, March Madness contender, and is in the tournament just about every year.
Yeah, they're a very, very good team. It's Greek night tonight at Season Ticket Holder Appreciation Night, and the crowd is electric. It's a pretty full house for a women's basketball game, and so it is a very exciting atmosphere right now as we get set for tip-off. Starting lineups right now getting announced.
We're going to talk a little bit about the senior leadership a little bit. Maya Perry has probably been very valuable for these two younger guards in DeVillesi and Reagan Jackson, just providing that experience, and you can see it's really paid off for those
absolutely
two guards.
That's a very underrated part of this team. We kind of talked about it earlier in the season, is this team is built. It's very 50-50. You have a lot of freshmen and transfers, but you have that senior leadership in Maya Perry. And with that kind of comes the ability to develop that team, right? You set yourself up the future, right? And even if people transfer out, right, there's going to be people who stay. And
going forward,
Yeah, and that culture, right? Katrina Merriweather in her third season is trying to build the future. It was a little bit turbulent kind of coming into this season where you didn't quite know who was going to be, you know, on the team or not. And early in the season with the injury bug kind of hitting, it was just kind of hard to get that early rhythm. And that contributed really to the losses that we saw. So, again, it wasn't fair to kind of judge based on that early season. But they've improved.
Yes.
So we got the starting lineups here for West Virginia and Cincinnati. For West Virginia, we have number 3, Gia Cook. Number 5, Sydney Shaw. Number 10, Jordan Harrison. Number 1, Carter McRae. And number 22, Kira Wheeler. West Virginia Mountaineers are led by assistant coaches Jessica Grayson, Aaron Grant, J.C. Carter, and are led by head coach Mark Kellogg. For the Cincinnati Bearcats, you have number 1, Maya Perry, averaging 18.2 points per game. Reagan Jackson, averaging 10 points per game. Kalia DeVillesi, number 4. Kylie Torrance, number 10, and number 32, Destiny Thomas. The Bearcats are led by Abby Jump, Ashley Barlow, and in her 3rd season at the University of Cincinnati and her 10th season as a head coach, Katrina Merriweather. Your officials for tonight's game, Scott Yarbaugh, Lauren Namiria, and Zayamora Cruz Johnson. As we get set for tip-off, you're going to have number 32, Delaney Snyder, and number 22, Kira Wheeler in the center of the Seapaw for the jump.
Getting now to a fast start here would really help the Bearcats' chances today.
Bearcats look to try and get ready. As the jump ball gets set, and it's up. The Bearcats will have the first tip. It's over to Perry, and now DeVillesi will have the ball. She's standing at the Seapaw, works her way to her left, passes it over to Perry. Perry to DeVillesi, and it's intercepted by Harrison. Harrison up to the rim, and it's good.
And we talked about ball security. First. Cannot have that happen on the first play of the game.
No. Thomas is going to throw it all the way across. It has DeVillesi now. She rolls to her right at the top of the key, passes it in to Torrance. Torrance underneath. Thomas fighting for it. Thomas has it and passes it out. Now it goes out. It's going to be off West Virginia. Bearcats will have the ball once again.
Active hands from the West Virginia Mountaineers, making it tough on the Bearcats to just pass it around the perimeter.
Perry passes it into DeVillesi. DeVillesi at the top of the Seapaw. Takes a dribble and moves inside. Passes it to Torrance. 3 seconds on the clock. Up and good. 9-11. With 9 minutes, 11 seconds, the Bearcats are tied 2-2.
Nice fundamental jump shot from the elbow by Kylie Torrance.
Harrison has it at the C-paw, passes it to her right, passed back, passed in. A ball movement, like we said earlier in the game. Number 10, Harrison has it. She's looking, passes it to inside. Number 1, McCray, underneath, passes it to the corner and back out.
Really
and
nice
in,
defense.
Underneath the rim, Wheeler up, and it's good. West Virginia leads 4-2 with 8:37 remaining. Thomas dribbles it across, getting a full court press right now from the Mountaineers to DeVillesi, and she's fouled on the pass.
Not exactly ideal to have your center bringing up the ball.
Well, hey, I mean, they're giving them a full court press, so they got to kind of find the open person.
I do agree.
Perry will pass it in now. Taking a long time there. Goes to Torrance. Perry has the ball on the outside of the arc. Double coverage, set a screen. Perry inside at the free throw line, and it'll bounce out. It's rebounded by West Virginia. Harrison hustles across over to Cook, and it'll be a foul on the Bearcats.
That'll be number 1 on Maya Perry.
Yep. First foul for the Bearcats. Scores 4-2, 8 minutes 11 in the first quarter. We have a substitute. Maya Perry will come out. Number 8, Crawford will come in. The freshman from Dryersburg, Tennessee. And the first of 2 free throws is good for Gia Cook. Gia Cook previously played at Houston and Maryland. The second shot up and good.
You can just tell by the way she goes through her pregame routine. Gia Cook's a great player.
Torrance passes it in to Thomas. Thomas back to Torrance, and they'll hustle across. Man coverage once again. And it'll be intercepted up for 2. And that'll be Jordan Harrison with another layup. The Mountaineers up 8-2 on a 6-0 run for the Mountaineers. Bearcats went to inbound, and it was knocked out of bounds by Jordan Harrison. So Bearcats will have another shot to inbound it. Kylie Torrance on the baseline corner. DeVillesi getting blocked. Double team. Now it's over and poorly handled by Crawford. And they're wrestling for it, and now it's intercepted by Jackson. Jackson to the rim, lays it up, and it's good. The Bearcats break the streak, and it's now 8-4 with 7:40 remaining in the first quarter.
It was DeVillesi on the break there with the point.
Now the ball getting passed around the arc. Running inside is Harrison, and they're going to call a foul. Who's that on? Is that an offensive foul? It will be. Kylie Torrance will pick up the foul. That's their second team foul. DeAlexander's going to check in for the Bearcats. And West Virginia is going to shoot. Oh, no, they're not going to shoot free throws. They're going to inbound.
DeAlexander, local.
DeAlexander, indeed, from Cincinnati, Ohio. Pass it around the three-point line for West Virginia. Goes up, blocked from Harrison. They're on the floor, and it's picked up by Crawford. Crawford hustling across to the rim. Goes up. They're going to call it a foul on number 5, Sydney Shaw.
DeVillesi was just driving in there, and the West Virginia Mountaineer just reached in.
Crawford, that was. Sydney Shaw, the Auburn transfer for the Mountaineers. Got caught for the foul. Reach in. Bearcats inbound the ball. Underneath to
Alexander.
Alexander, no good on a layup. Passes it out. Reagan Jackson caught it. Passed it back over to Crawford. Crawford inside to Thomas, to DeVillesi. DeVillesi charging to the rim at the free throw line. Goes up, no good. Rebounded by West Virginia. West Virginia pass intercepted by Crawford. Hustling back across to have the numbers advantage. Take advantage of it while you can. And now West Virginia gets set. DeVillesi has it at the top of the arc. It'll go back to Crawford. Crawford at the three-point line to Jackson in the corner. And underneath for Thomas. Bearcats score again.
Really nice find there.
6-8 with 6:38 remaining. West Virginia has it at the three-point line. They're passing it around again, pass it inside to Wheeler. Pass back to Harrison for three, no good. Rebounded by the Bearcats. D. Alexander on the rebound, gives it over to DeVillisi. DeVillisi's going to pass it to Crawford. Crawford hustles to the rim, no good, and pass it back out to DeVillisi. DeVillisi up for two, no good. There should have been a foul on that, but no foul called. Now Harrison has the ball, hustle to the rim, up, no good. Rebounded by number one, McCray. McCray goes up and scores.
Got to be better on the boards there. Second chance points is
absolutely. Bearcats still playing close. Contact being made between Crawford and Cook, that was. Gives it over to DeVillisi, slowing it down a little bit. Alexander has the ball at the top, passes it in to Jackson. Jackson, no good. Rebounded by Alexander. Passes it out to Crawford for three and air ball.
It's West Virginia basketball.
West Virginia's going to have the basketball.
Returns to the lineup. Also checking in, number 25, Ale Jackson-Diva, and number 14, Reminder.
Jackson, Thomas, and DeVillisi are all going to check out. Yeah, West Virginia will hustle across half court. Bearcats try and set up their defense, slow down the Mountaineers just a little bit. Perry gets a tip on the ball on the pass, and it's intercepted by Bird. Bird passes over to Perry. Perry goes up, no good, and it's rebounded by West Virginia. Cook has the corner, passes it inside to 25. Johnson, Giant, it's intercepted
really
by
messy basketball.
Crawford. Crawford to Perry. Perry for three. Up, no good. Rebounded by the Bearcats, goes up for two, and a foul on West Virginia. Bearcats will have a shot at two. Bearcats trailing by 4 with 5:05 remaining in the first quarter. 10-6, West Virginia has the lead. That is West Virginia's third foul. D. Alexander is going to go for 2 free throws here. First shot goes up, and it's good. 7-10, Bearcats. Trying to close the gap. Second free throw away. It's good. 8-10. Very important right now that you kind of stop West Virginia. They're moving up the ball. Like we said, they have a lot of options to score, and you need to kind of slow them down as they're passing it across. What you see responding with a man coverage here. At the top of the arc now with Wheeler. Kira Wheeler passes it over to Harrison. Harrison inside to McCray. McCray passes it back to Cook. Cook at the free throw line inside to McCray. McCray lays in for 2. 12-8 now. Bearcats trailing. Thomas going to have the ball. Sorry, Nadibia. Passes it over to Torrance. Crawford. My bad. I'm getting everybody mixed up right now. Crawford across to Perry. Perry back to Torrance. Crawford. I don't know why I keep calling her Torrance. Perry at the three-point line. Inside to Thomas. Thomas rolling inside the paint. Goes up, no good, and fouled. Going to have an opportunity for 2.
First personal, 4th team foul.
It's going to be a media timeout here as we get set to shoot free throws. So we'll be right back with you here with 4 minutes and 11. The Bearcats trail 12-8. Back with you as the Bearcats trail the West Virginia Mountaineers 12-8. They're going to get set to shoot some free throws as McCray was fouled on the layup attempt.
Nadibia was fouled, right? Should be shooting free throws right now?
Well, I guess it was Nadibia. Okay, I was lied to by the scoring sheet as the first one goes in, 9-12. Nadibia gets set for the second free throw, dribble and shoot. Good for two. The Bearcats are shooting 100% from the free throw line. I just screwed that up for us. As West Virginia very fast right now, and the Bearcats have to respond here, trying to play defense as they let Cook get a hustle across it. No, well, as I was trying to say, the Bearcats need to kind of slow down their offense, and they let them hustle all the way across. And Nadibia is going to pass it over to Bird. Bird's going to bring it inside to Nadibia again, lays it up. Bearcats now by 2, 12-14. Slow them down here. Let's get some defense going and kind of not let them score. West Virginia has the ball at the top of the arc. It's going to be Harrison. Harrison passes it inside to Wheeler. Wheeler passes it back to Harrison at the C-paw. Rolls to her left, trying to make something happen. Tipped on the pass to Cook. Cook passes it in to Wheeler. Wheeler for two. No good. Rebounded by West Virginia. Outside pass to Cook. Cook rushing into the paint, goes up and
slow her
in
down
for two. They're kind of over. It looks like our defense is just overcommitting to where the ball is, and they don't anticipate where it's going. 5-second violation on the inbound there. It's going to be a turnover on the Bearcats.
When Cook gets a full head of steam on her, pretty hard to stop.
She's a freight train. She just does not stop. Once she commits, she's like a heat-seeking missile. As soon as she sees an open lane into the paint, she just charges in, and there's no stopping her.
As soon as we start talking about her, she gets subbed out.
And West Virginia inbounds the ball, passes it around the three-point line. It's going to be number 21, Makalowski. It was last touched by the Bearcats on a pass. It'll go out of bounds. West Virginia will have another shot at it. 13 seconds on the shot clock, 2:57 on the game clock in the first quarter. To the corner, number 2, Woodley. Woodley to Wheeler. Wheeler goes up and no good. Rebounded by Nadibia. Nadibia is going to hand it over to DeVillisi. DeVillisi's going to charge across to Perry. Back to DeVillisi at the top of the arc. Goes inside, passes it out to Jackson. Jackson's going to roll to her left, try and finding an open lane, drops the ball, passes it over back to Perry. Perry kind of about 75% around the arc. Inside to Perry. Perry passes it out, no good, and it's going to be an over and back. No, they're going to say it was tipped. No, it will be a backcourt violation. Thomas is going to check in for Nadibia.
Would like a more fluid offense there.
Yeah. They listened to us. They picked up the defense, but in the process they kind of lost that offensive touch that they had. And they're letting West Virginia have a little bit of luck here. They are slowing down the defense good, though, as Wheeler is going to try and make something happen inside, and no good. Rebounded by the Bearcats. I like that they have people underneath the rim. That makes me happy. Perry has the ball at the three-point line, passes it to the corner. Jackson trying to make something happen here, rolls to her left. Halfway up, DeVillisi for two in the paint. No good and fouled. Going to have a chance for two. Bearcats trailing by 4 with 2:07 remaining. 1:56, my bad. I just looked at the actual time. 1:56 remaining on the game clock. DeVillisi going to try and shoot 2 free throws here.
Keep this free throw trend going.
Oh, well, now we're going to miss. First shot up and good. There was a game that I called. I can't remember what it was. I made a comment, and I did that. I got the commentators luck.
But she's going to make
she makes it for both. 2. Well, see, it's because I said we were going to miss now. So it's the inverse.
Yes.
You know? West Virginia trying to make some action here. They're moving the ball quickly. Number 21, Makaluski has the ball, passes to Harrison, to Wheeler. Wheeler inside, double team on Wheeler. A pass up to 37, Riviere. And jump ball.
That's
They're
an
gonna call,
interesting call.
Oh no, they're going to call a personal foul on the Bearcats.
When they pass it in, that's where the zone is a little bit weak down underneath.
Where was the foul?
I didn't see the foul either.
She goes up for the rebound, has the ball.
Yeah.
At the very least, it was a jump ball, but hey, what do I know? First free throw. No good, ball don't line.
Yeah. Bearcats coach was in disbelief there, but
I agree.
happy to see that first one. Yes.
Second free throw up, and good. That'll extend 14-17 now, the deficit. Once again, full court pressure.
Alexander brings it across.
Alexander's going to pass it to Perry, to DeVillesi. DeVillesi to Jackson. Jackson rolling inside to Perry. Perry at the arc. Rolling to her right, to the corner. Jackson is going to be tipped out of bounds by West Virginia. Bearcats are going to have another chance. 10 seconds remain on the shot clock. 1:17 in the first quarter. Jackson's going to inbound the ball. And it's passed to DeVillesi. DeVillesi is going to stand at the corner of the 5th Third logo. Pass it in to Crawford. Alexander goes up, no good. Rebounded by West Virginia. Harrison has the ball. She's pushing once again. Goes inside to Woodley. Woodley going to run all the way around. She's going to pass it to Harrison again. It's at the top of the arc. Inside to Wheeler. Wheeler goes up. Strong arm and a foul. Destiny Thomas got a little bit of arm. It was a good attempt. I'll call that a good foul, though. That was definitely a good foul.
I agree.
Block the easy layup, make them earn it. So, Kira Wheeler is going to go up. First shot, no good. Making that foul look really good now.
Yeah.
Stole that line from Dan Horde, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that was it Dan Horde? Might have been Dan Horde.
Number 3, Gia Cook re-enters for West Virginia. Also checking in, number 25, Logan Johnson for the Mountaineers.
Gia Cook and Logan Johnson will check in for the Mountaineers.
Aggressive defense from West Virginia, trying to close out the first quarter as 53 seconds remain. Intercepted on a steal there. And it's going to be a foul on the Bearcats. Yeah, Sydney Woolley went up. Katrina Merriweather getting fired up right now. Not happy with what she's seeing. Woodley's going to have 2 shots.
Preventable errors.
Absolutely. Goes for 1, and that's good. The offense for the Bearcats has kind of slowed down. That's what they're struggling right now, and they need to make that change in the second quarter as the second shot goes in, 20-14. 6-point deficit for the Cats.
Majority of their offense has come from the stripe.
Jackson now to Alexander. Alexander hustles, passes it to DeVillesi. DeVillesi goes up, and it just rims out. West Virginia is going to get the ball back on the rebound there, kind of rolled on the floor for a second. Gia Cook going to hustle. Dangerous, Gia Cook is. She's been running good. Don't give her a lane. Kind of slowing it down, looking for the final shot of the quarter. 15 seconds on the shot clock, 18 seconds on the play clock, on the game clock. Cook in, no good, out of bounds, Bearcats ball. 12 seconds remain. Can they make a last second shot? Never mind, they said it went out on West Virginia. West Virginia is going to have a shot here. Final shot of the game, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson to Woodley for 3. It's good. 23-14. And a last second full court shot will not go in for the Bearcats. Bearcats are trailing 14-23 as we get set to go into the second quarter. We'll be right back with you on the Bearcast Radio Network.
Back to action on the Bearcast Media Network. We're getting ready for a good second quarter. Bearcats trail to the Mountaineers 23-14, and Mountaineers will inbound the ball to Gia Cook. You'll pass it over to number 25. And back out to Wheeler, into Wheeler. Up 4-2, no good. And DeVillasi will get out in transition.
I want to see him hustle here. Let's get some action on that offensive. Move the ball.
DeVillasi will now have it. Over to Kylie Torrance. Back to DeVillasi. Passes it inside to Perry.
Got to keep a better handle of that ball.
Yes. Up, and it's going to fall right to Carden, 4-2.
That's how you should be. See, West Virginia, that's what the Bearcats are doing well compared to West Virginia's defense. They hustled underneath the rim. West Virginia, as soon as that shot went up, nobody was underneath the basket.
In to Wheeler. And that's a really nice pass to Sydney Woodley.
And that was just another one of those defensive kind of misses. Left the lane open for Woodley.
Gonna throw it over the top to Perry, and she's gonna rush it down the court, but she will put it in for two. starting to see the offense come back alive.
Like we said, our primary scorer, Maya Perry.
Sydney Woodley will have it now over to Wheeler. Back out to, back into Wheeler. Oh, wait, never mind. Number 21.
Triple team. Keep that defense up, get it. Ah.
Shot clock violation. It's Number 10, Kylie Torrance returns for the Bearcats.
And now the Bearcats will inbound the ball.
Actually, the defense there, they made the adjustment. We talked about this before the quarter break. They needed to make a good defensive adjustment, slow them down. That's exactly what they did. Triple team where the ball is. You leave it open. You'll have
get it into Carden. Carden will take a couple dribbles, passes it over to Kylie Torrance. 10-second violation, trying to get it over the court. You're only given 8 seconds in men's basketball, and they couldn't get it across in 10. All righty.
That's the second. It's been procedural errors. They've had a 5-second violation, a 10-second violation. It's violation, violation, violation constantly. You know, you got to stop.
Number one, Carter McCray will put it up for 2.
You want to win the game. This is a good West Virginia team. You got to play sound basketball.
DeVillasi will bring it across the timeline. Over to Kylie Torrance. They're going to call an offensive foul on Kylie Torrance, and I don't believe she did anything. She's just taking up space as an offensive player.
I mean, if anything, there was a reach in.
Yeah. And she's just using her elbows. I mean, I didn't really see a foul there, and the fans are getting riled up about it.
Katrina Merriweather's fired up. She's going to earn herself a technical at this rate. Might be good for the team. Trailing by 9. You know, if you get a technical foul, fire it up. Go Bobby Knight style. Katrina, hey, Katrina, if you can hear me, go out there, grab your chair and throw it. Snap. Okay, here's what you do. Here's what you do. Snap your board, okay, on your knee, and then hand it to your assistant coach who's going to put it under the chair. Nobody's going to notice that you snap the clipboard, but it's going to be when you put it under the bench. That's when they notice. Get one of those highlight reel moments, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to go to a media timeout here, so we'll be right back with you as we get set.
on the Bearcast Media Network, and we're just taking a little bit of a karaoke break here.
Little dance break. Earlier today, there was a new running back commit for football.
Yeah.
Jason Thompson. And I don't know if you know anything about this guy. He had some SEC offers, committed to Cincinnati. This guy, he put up video game numbers in high school.
Yeah.
And he is doing phenomenal. He's going to be phenomenal for the Bearcats.
Yes.
I mean, he's a shifty player. He might be a kind of Jerome Ford kind of looking guy.
Yeah.
Put some power down. So, we'll see how that plays out for us. I think J.C. French, we got some good commits for football coming up next year. I mean, we got J.C. French, really good quarter. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you compare him to Sorsby, I mean, now granted, he did play in the Sun Belt Conference, but good-looking quarterback. You look at some of those, now again, garbage time plays against USC. He wasn't playing bad.
Yeah.
Guy can run. He can throw the ball really well. He's got a good deep ball. I'm just saying, Satterfield's quietly reloading this team.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, could be, everyone's expecting an underwhelming season, but definitely could, be better than expected.
Hey, yeah, I mean, we've had a couple end of the season kind of fall apart, but I mean, we'll see what happens next year as we get set now for the remainder of the second quarter.
And we're back. We got Gia Cook assessing the defense. Will pass it in to Carter McCray. Back out to Gia Cook. Into Carter McCray. There was a two-man game there, but 22 misses the shot. They'll have a second chance opportunity. Really good active
pressure.
hands. Yeah. And
Now get your arms up.
Yep.
Oh.
And that's a really nice move there by Kara Wheeler.
Yeah, you gotta. I don't necessarily like that move that Thomas had there. She kind of moved outside of the rim. You want to stand in between the ball and the basket. You never want to get outside and let them have a lane in.
DeVillasi will pass it over to Kylie Torrance. Actually, now it's... No, DeVillasi will now have the ball. Into Maya Perry. Back out to DeVillasi, 4-3, no good. And Gia Cook's gonna lightning up the court, coast to coast.
Charge?
No
Charge?
good. I thought she had her feet set. Thought Maya Perry had her feet set, and that was gonna be a charge.
It was close.
Maybe inside of the restricted zone.
No, it was they called it a charge, but as a Bearcats fan, I would say it was not a charge. It was not a charge. As a unbiased announcer, I'll say it's a good foul. That's probably, by the definition, it's probably a foul. But
yeah,
when you're down 11, probably not the best time to be fouling.
Gia Cook will get to 5 points. Has a chance for a 6th here on her second free throw. And she makes the second. Be inbounded by DeVillasi. Over to Torrance. She'll bank it off the backboard for 2.
All right, that'll end a 2 minutes 29 scoring drought for the Bearcats.
Into up for Carter McCray, 4-2.
That's good offense.
And that's just too easy.
You're playing good. That was a good defensive, block there. No real complaint other than the fact that it went in. But their passing game right now, they gotta stop kind of mishandling the ball. They're being way too loose with it.
And Kylie Torrance is going to get pretty lucky there, passing the ball.
She's lucky it wasn't
Almost out of
intercepted.
bounds,
It goes out of bounds. It's tipped by West Virginia. Torrance will check out.
D. Alexander will check in.
Make sure you don't get a violation on that one. There you go.
Tbilisi will have it. Over.
Not a great shot.
No, yeah, no good. Out in transition to Gia Cook. That'll be no good. Tbilisi will now have it.
That was a Kirk Rissa type save there. You got a Day Thomas fadeaway jump shot and a Kirk Rissa save.
Into Snyder.
Up.
She's going to get fouled.
Good call, good call.
I like her minutes. She comes in, she provides some energy. Snyder.
Snyder, this is Snyder's first minutes of the game, and she brings that, fresh off the bench energy. I can like that. Yeah, I wish she would have played a little bit earlier in the second quarter, late first quarter, but
I agree.
She's definitely one of our best inside presence.
She makes the first. Delaney Snyder misses the second. And Jordan Harrison will now have it. She'll pass it over to Sydney Shaw, 4-3. Almost got the Kawhi bounce, but
got to be careful there. There was almost an over-the-back foul called on Thomas. It was definitely close.
That'll make it 35-21. And number... There
an offensive
seems to be
foul.
Offensive foul. Hard to believe there, but...
That was off-ball foul.
Okay.
Off-ball foul. It looked like she just kind of nudged. Yeah, whatever.
West Virginia will inbound in the backcourt.
Now stop him here. Play good defense.
Yeah.
Over and back. Oh, no, it's carry.
Yep. Harrison just carries it. So it's going to be inbounded by the Bearcats, specifically D. Alexander. And they will get it into Tbilisi. She'll bring it across the timeline.
The issue is right now they're playing to West Virginia's strength. They're slowing the ball down. They were doing good at the beginning when they were hustling. You had the numbers advantage as they go inside, tipped away by West Virginia, passes it out to Tbilisi. Tbilisi in the corner, shoots inside the arc, no good.
Short.
Rebounded by Alexander, no good. Rebounded by West Virginia.
And Harrison will bring it up the floor. What?
How's that not a foul?
That's an offensive foul.
Now they call a defensive foul. It was a clear charge.
Yeah.
She was planning. Shoves her shoulder in, falls on her back. How's that not an offensive foul? And then they go up and call it a shooting foul?
My goodness. You wouldn't want me being the coach of the Bearcat. Lady Bearcats. My goodness.
Let's get some Bob Hug. Katrina, let's get a technical here. We got nothing to lose. Get in the refs. Let's get some Bob Huggins going. We gotta kind of bring it back to you. So we got a little too many Big Ten references.
Yeah.
Let's get some Huggins action.
Jordan Thomas up for the second. She'll make both. That'll make it 37-21. It's gonna be a 16-point lead for the Mountaineers. They'll inbound it, get it up to D. Alexander. Now Reagan Jackson will have it. Over to Tbilisi. She'll drive it. And going downhill, I like that. Getting fouled. Now we'll go to the free throw line. Some nice work there by Tbilisi.
I want to see for the rest of the second half, they need to get the offensive boards. They're doing it was what West Virginia was doing earlier, is that they were just kind of slow. They were just hustling across to the other side before they got the offensive rebound, as DeVillasi will miss her first free throw. But the Bearcats are as soon as they miss the shot, make the shot, they're hustling across to the other side. They're not getting the rebound, and there's a benefit to that in some respect if West Virginia is doing the same thing, but they're leaving people under the rim, and you have like 3 Mountaineers underneath getting the offensive board or the defensive board.
Gia Cook will have it. She'll pass it over to Sydney Shaw, back to Cook, inside to Kira Wheeler.
Good double team there.
And it's just gonna kind of out of control, but 23, Jordan Thomas will put it up for 2.
Can't really do much more on defense there. Got all ball.
They're
on a block
just allowing them to set up their press. They gotta get it up quicker.
And they're slow to get it across.
It's not ideal. Playing to West Virginia's strength. That'll be 3rd personal on Gia Cook. That's huge for the Bearcats. She'll sub out of the game.
Riley McAlusky, number 21, returns for the Mountaineers. For number 5, Sydney Shaw.
They'll inbound it. And now DeVillasi will have it. DeAlexander over to now Crawford.
7 seconds.
Is 7 seconds. Got to be aware of the time here. Out to Kylie Torrance. No,
good rebound.
Really good rebound, but just going to throw up an air
really
ball.
bad shot. Great rebound. You're fighting. I like the rebound there. I like the effort.
Yep.
I'll give it to her. That was Nadibia who went up for the rebound. I like the attempt, fighting off 3 Mountaineers. What was that shot in response?
Harrison. Harrison will have it for the Mountaineers. She'll drive in, and we'll just pass it up to Jordan
you can't
Thomas.
You can't do that. You're trying to.
It's far too easy for the Mountaineers right now. They're going to be up 19 going into this timeout, and we'll take immediate timeout.
No, it's just going to be a 30-second timeout.
No, 30-second timeout?
Yeah.
We'll stay right here.
We'll stay with you. That defense, that's the issue that they're having right now on defense is that they're letting West Virginia just control the court, that half of the court. And just in a whole, we're letting West Virginia play their game. West Virginia wants to control both halves of the court. When you're on offense, they want to be able to move the ball wherever they want. You're letting them do that. If you can double team and cut off the passes, that's what you need to do. You can't just double team for the sake of double teaming. You have to double team effectively.
I agree.
And the problem that they just had on that last shot there, you're setting the double team, but you're coming off the person you're blocking, and they leave her wide open with a passing lane, and Bearcats will inbound the ball, but
DeVillasi will get it into Crawford. Crawford will be fouled.
Riley McAlusky, first personal, 14th foul.
But you got to hurry up. Like I want to see them here pass the ball in and just run.
I think they need to inbound it to
don't
Reagan
stand
Jackson
there.
more
Run.
often. Yep. Now it's
a bad pass.
Just a bad pass.
Side out of bounds for West Virginia in the backcourt.
They'll get it into Crawford. Not Crawford. Harrison. Into number 22, Kira Wheeler, up for 2 points for the Mountaineers. And they are just taking their sweet old time.
You got a minute 50, you're down 20, 21.
Yeah.
10 seconds is going to pass. Why you? It's like when you pass.
DeVillasi will now have it. She'll pull up from the elbow. No good. Short. Now the Mountaineers will race it up the court, something the Bearcats should be doing. And now
at least you got the
Nadibia will get the
defensive board.
rebound.
I like that. Okay.
And now we gotta push, and that's what I like to see from DeVillasi. getting it up to Crawford. Back.
Good passes. Let's have good
over
passes.
to-
Make sure you catch it with
yes.
2 hands.
Reagan Jackson really needs to get in on the scoring action. She'll take my advice and go in
Good.
right off the backboard. She's going to need to be huge.
I don't quite like that I saw on that first inbound, DeVillasi run backwards. It's like it's like on football when they can catch the ball past the line of scrimmage and then run behind the line of scrimmage. It's like, why are you doing that? You got 10 seconds.
Will get it in to Carrie Wheeler, and that's
There
going
we
to be a charge.
Good.
Alexander.
Absolutely. That's what happened the last time. I'm glad they called it this time.
Out of Purcell High School, taking the charge where she won 4 state championships. And
Watch
they'll
your time
inbound the ball. And Crawford
Run.
will
You
now
had a
have
lane.
it.
You let them triple team you when you should have ran. They had an open line all the way to the rim.
DeVillasi, nice pass into D. Alexander for 2.
Good.
If we can carry this momentum into the second half, I'm liking the way they're playing right now.
20 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Harrison will have it. They're going to wait for the last shot.
Shot clock is off. 10 seconds now.
Yep. Down to 6 seconds.
5.
They'll start to bring it in. Mismanagement of the time. And
No good.
No good.
There you go. Bearcat, that last, I like what we did there.
Yes.
At the end, we finally figured out what was actually working. It's like they listened to us.
Yeah.
It's like they sped up the pace. That's what you need to do. Slow them down on defense. Don't give them open shots. And then on offense, just go. Just go. Don't wait around for anything.
Yes.
Just try and run to the rim. You're not going to, if you spend time trying to get an open 3, you're not going to do it. So let's just get to the rim and score points, because that's what West Virginia's doing. They're getting to the rim. They're just beating you on 2-pointers. They haven't really scored. They're only 1 for 3 from 3. And,
Yes.
we're 0 for 4. And we're trying to make, we're not really trying to make 3-pointers, but we're just kind of passing it around the outside. We're not moving the ball. We're not getting good looks at the rim.
A drive and kick would be huge.
Absolutely.
Just to, suck the defenders in, be able to, get it out to the perimeter. I mean, I've loved what West Virginia has been doing just with a 2-man game. They will drive it in, and then they'll find one of their bigs under the hoop, and it's almost guaranteed 2 points.
Absolutely.
Every time.
Well, we'll be right back with you for the Bearcast Radio Network halftime show. We're going to take a quick break here. This is the Bearcast Radio Network. And we're back with you for the Bearcats, Bearcats Media halftime show. And today's halftime show is presented by El Vaquero. El Vaquero Authentic Mexican Dining, just steps off UC's campus on Short Vine. Visit El Vaquero today at 2845 Short Vine Street and follow them online at El Vaquero Clifton. El Vaquero, the best in Cincinnati. And Tim, WVU has been doing whatever they want.
Yes.
And they've been controlling this game. And it's exactly what we said at the beginning. Do not let them do that. Do not let them have both halves of the court.
Yes.
If you want to win this game, you have to be able to play transition basketball. And they haven't been doing that. They've been slowing down.
Press.
They've been slowing down. They've been falling susceptible to the full court press, which you can't do that. Cincinnati's not built to do that.
Yes.
You're built to play fast, get inside, get to the rim. You're 0 for 4 right now from the three-point line. You're not going to make the three-point shot. I would not plan to make a three-point shot this game. Yeah, you're not going to win by that. For the same matter, West Virginia's only 1 for 3. Sorry, they're only they're 1 for 3. I was right. Okay, they're only 1 for 3 from 3. So you're playing good from the perimeter, but you're giving up points inside. They're 16 from 33 from the floor.
It's a little drive in, dump off to their big.
We're getting out rebounded here. 13 to 21. You got it.
Control
both sides
the glass,
of the ball. Both sides of the ball. You have to do that because you're not going to win. You're not going to win by losing the rebound battle. And we're giving up 18 points off turnovers. We're giving 10 on turnovers and 8 off rebounds. You got to control that because otherwise you're just going to let them run away, and it's going to look like the rest of the first half. So if they come out and they play well, it can look really good. Your leading scorers right now are D. Alexander and Alliance Nadibia. And your season leading scorer, Maya Perry, only has 2 points. You got to find a way to get her the ball, and she's got to go inside.
As well as Reagan Jackson needs to get going as well.
Exactly.
Only taking 2 shots.
Yeah, you have 12 points in the paint, 4 off second chances, and 7 on turnovers. But the biggest issue for the Bearcats has been poor handling. They're just not handling. They're doing bad passes that get intercepted. When they do get the ball to the person, it bounces off their hands, goes out of bounds, and you're not going to win the game by doing that.
There are 2 halves of basketball. We're going to get going here in the Fifth Third Arena. Fans are pumped up to see this second half. Let's see if they can get out to a good start here. Kylie Torrance will pass it all the way back, and that is not what you like to see whatsoever.
What did we just say? What did we just say? Bad passes kill, and that's what's gonna do it here. Is they've just kind of been careless with the ball, trying to make too much. I don't know whether they're just not paying attention or they're getting pressure.
Merriweather looked dumbfounded there.
I agree.
I mean, Yep, number 5 will pull up from the elbow, Sydney Shaw. That'll be our first 2 points of the game.
Now, why are you letting yourself get?
And Maya Perry will now have it. She's going to drive it in. Gets taken away.
You had a lane. Be aggressive.
Yes. Oh, and it'll get stolen.
Get that.
I'd like to see get some Pauls on the floor.
Yeah, that was a great opportunity there to try and get that steal. You were wide open, run to the rim.
It'll be Bearcats ball. Cincinnati will inbound on the sideline. Number 21, Riley Mikuleski.
And the Bearcats are shooting 33% from the floor. It's just simply not going to do it. Let's see if they can get that percentage up on this possession here.
You're sitting stagnant. I mean, if you want to make something happen against this defense, you have to move. Everybody's just kind of standing there.
Reagan needs to drive it. She needs to drive it.
You're going to get a delay there.
Reagan Jackson will pass it into Kylie Torrance, and that's what we like to see.
Good. Be aggressive, and that's what you want. You want to see
nice high percentage shot there.
Exactly. Be aggressive. Just go up with it, right? Man coverage defense.
Harrison will have it. She's going to pull up for 2, but looks like they're going to call a foul, offensive foul. And now the Bearcats will have it.
Third personal. Second team foul. It's Bearcats ball.
DeVillisi will inbound to Kylie Torrance, back to DeVillisi.
Now run, you have numbers advantage. Take advantage of that.
I don't like that pull up.
No, that was not. You should have pushed.
Passed it down to Perry.
Should have pushed, gone to one-on-one. You had it. You can beat her. You've done it before.
Harrison will pass it over to 22, and she'll pull up Kara Wheeler.
I agree. I agree with Meriwether. Run. Why are you not? Katrina's trying to get her team across, and they're not doing it. Now you're getting triple teamed.
It's just sloppy. Harrison will bring it up. She'll get fouled. They're going to call an offensive foul. I didn't see that.
That's bailed out.
That's just
saved by the bell there.
A makeup call. I don't know what that was, but
it benefits. Hey, it benefits us. Then.
Yep.
Benefits the Bearcats. So can't complain about that. But Katrina Meriwether's absolutely right. She's watching them. And she's waving her arm. They're standing there on the half court, and they're not getting across. And you're letting West Virginia. You're not moving either. Like it would be one thing if they were just struggling to get across, and
D. Alexander will bring it in. It's going to be deflected out of bounds.
Yeah. But the Bearcats, they're on the half, and they're not moving. They're not getting open. You're letting them triple team you, get you stuck in a corner, and it's causing turnovers.
They're going to get they'll get it in time. Now Maya Perry will have it. She's going to pull up for 3. She's going to make it. Love to see that.
That fired up the West Virginia bench. There was a possible offensive foul, but they didn't call it. I like that. I like that call.
21 will go in for 2. Riley Mikulski.
Yeah. You got to go under the screen. You go over it, you're trailing them. You have to try and cut it off. Or you have to swap. You have to swap your defender.
They'll get it back to D. Alexander.
Over
to Maya Perry. She'll drive it in. I love that from Maya Perry.
Get that rebound.
And even if you miss it, you got it underneath the board for number 32.
They're going to call an offensive or a foul on the Cats for that. The ball was coming down. I thought she got all ball. Now, granted, the ball kind of smacked her in the face.
Reagan Jackson will be guarding Harrison as she brings it across the timeline.
I don't necessarily hate that foul either. It was going to be a turnover anyways. So, but you're setting yourself up in foul trouble there if you're not careful.
Over to number 22, Kara Wheeler. Out of bounds. Last touched by D. Alexander, I believe.
West Virginia will inbound on the baseline.
Jordan Harrison will inbound it underneath the hoop. Now they'll get the ball back to her. She'll drive it in underneath the hoop. Reverse layup, 4-2.
I wonder what is everybody else doing at the arc. You're standing along the three-point line.
And
when you see somebody
simply
break into the
not
rim.
pushing it. They'll get it up to Reagan Jackson. D. Alexander will push ahead.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay.
That'd be Bearcats ball underneath the hoop.
I would have liked to see her go up a little bit stronger with that. Get both hands on the ball and just lift the ball
find
up.
Something here from Maya Perry. He'll get it over to Reagan Jackson. Now the DeVillisi will have it. Maya Perry will get it into Thomas. Back out to Jackson.
Move. You got people
Jackson
off ball.
Needs to drive it. And she'll draw a foul. It's going to be a shooting foul.
That was a good effort there. You have a contested shot. Jump into them with the shot. That is what you should be doing more often.
Free throws for the Bearcats. Number 3, Reagan Jackson will have 2 shots.
Bearcats are 80% from the free throw line. She'll make her first. Now Jackson will go through her free throw routine, put up the second, and that'll go down. It's going to be Reagan Jackson's 4th point of the game. And Mountaineers will inbound with a UC press. Harrison will bring it up.
Good double team there.
Yes.
Good job. and play your off-ball defense. Somebody get over there and
And
put a hand up. Good.
Three-pointer from Riley Mikulski. They're just doing everything right. And they'll get a interception. Pick 2 right there for number 2, Sydney Woolley.
There you go. Run to the rim.
Yep.
You had an open lane. It was wide open.
DeVillisi will now push ahead, and they're going to call a charge on DeVillisi. Way to go there for Harrison to get her feet set.
Now, see, I may be remembering incorrectly, but I mean, when we're comparing charge fouls or blocking fouls there, they look very similar. That charge looked very similar to a called block.
Yeah.
You got a foot on it.
Reach out the foot. Kickball violation there.
It's West Virginia ball.
I believe that's
good,
Bird
though.
guarding the
Get
inbound.
them out of rhythm. Went out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Nice. All right, now let's take advantage of this. If you could score, you got 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. You're down 23.
They'll inbound it to Bird.
You were wide open. I would have liked to see a three-pointer there, or take advantage, go inside.
DeVillisi will kick it out. Now Bird will have it. Over to Perry. Perry is getting double teams. She'll make a really nice pass into Bird, but shot clock violation on the Bearcats.
It's been sloppy. It's both offensively, defensively. You know, on offense, they're not getting the ball in on time. They're not crossing the timing line fast enough. They're not quite watching the shot clock. You're not really doing yourself any favors.
I also really haven't liked the lineups. I mean, I've liked the certain players, you know, out on the court today. But the lineups are just interesting.
The lineups are actually, I mean, if you look at the season, the lineup is not bad. You know, these are players who should be, you know, going, you know, and doing very well. Maya Perry has got herself up to 5 points, but there's something that's not quite clicking. I don't know what it is. Their tempo is off. Their passes are off. There's something not going on. There was a technical foul called, so they're going to shoot 2 technical free throws.
I'd assume it was called on.
It was on Maya Perry.
Okay, Maya Perry.
I missed what it was for.
Me neither.
She was
Me too.
unhappy with the foul call. But the Bearcats have not been happy with the officials, that's for sure.
Mountaineers will pass it into Harrison.
West Virginia's on a 6-0 run over the last 47 seconds. That should
Kara
tell you
Wheeler,
everything you need to know.
Top the key. Back to Harrison. They haven't been able to play Gia Cook this entire second half because of foul trouble, too. And they'll put it up for 2, and it's going to make it 59-33 Mountaineers. DeVillisi guarded by Harrison. DeVillisi will bring it in on a nice, strong drive.
Yeah, see, that's what we should have been doing that like a quarter and a half ago.
Yeah.
You have the lane, and that's what I like. DeVillisi has been playing. She's been doing almost everything right so far. Even if it hasn't worked out perfectly, she's at least, you know, she sees the lane. She moves to it. She plays aggressive. And the first of 2 free throws will go up. And in for the first. And you know, she's actually taking advantage of the looks that West Virginia is giving. And, you know, rare opportunity that, you know, that happens, and she's been able to break through. But when she does, she gets to the rim, and it's scoring them points.
Nice double team on Harrison, but she'll get out of it. She'll pass it up to number 21, Riley Mikulski. That's going to be out of bounds off the Bearcats. Kara Wheeler will inbound for the Mountaineers up to the point guard, Harrison. Harrison will now drive. In is
Good
blocked
defense. Double team,
by
perfectly
Bird.
played.
DeVillisi should push
Drive,
in
there you
transition,
go.
and she
Pass
will.
out, good.
Reagan Jackson.
You got everybody bunched up.
Bird will drive it in.
Go up, strong.
And goes up with it. Really nice move there by Bird.
There you go. On a triple team too.
Yep.
That's
A lot of self-confidence there. I like that. Harrison. Back to Harrison. Over to Sydney Woodley.
foul.
Foul.
It's a trip. Well, that's going to be a media timeout for us. So we'll be right back with you on the Bearcast Radio Network.
And we're back on the Bearcats Media Network.
We were talking on the break there. We were pointing out the assistant coaches at Katrina Merriweather, they're all wearing like pantsuits or sweaters and
Looking
button
really
downs.
nice, yes.
And there was something about it. Then these were returned to men's basketball.
Yes.
The quarter zips and track suits kind of look just
Totally agree.
Mick Cronin has a point. He would complain about this all the time as West Virginia inbounds the ball, passes it across and around. That everybody should wear suits.
I'd like to get that trend started again.
Good rebound by the Bearcats.
Yes. And DeVillisi will bring it across the half-court line. And Bird will have it, who's been given really good minutes. And really nice shot there from Kylie Torrance.
And being aggressive. They got the ball movement back. They have actual,
Yep. And Gia Cook will be back in the game. One of their best players who's been out for a while because of foul trouble.
Well, I guess there was they shouldn't have. She tripped, but.
Well, you might be able to take advantage of this because she's been out of the game for a while, but.
I mean, Cook
Might
tripped,
affect the-
and Torrance
Okay.
just kind of went like pushed her up. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
if she falls, it's you know, you can take advantage of that. Don't help your enemy out.
Yeah.
You know. So
And you'll miss the second.
rebounded by the Bearcats.
And Torrance
Good,
will pass
good.
it over
Hustle.
to DeVillis.
There you go.
I love this push. Yes, come on.
So everybody else is getting across the line too, and that's what they've been missing all game.
Crawford
Hopefully it's
will
not-
take it in. 4-2. I love this. Just driving the basketball. Like to see that more.
triple coverage on the inbound. I like this. Now get back on defense.
Sense.
Don't let them under the rim.
Oh.
That's okay. You know,
The hustle back on defense was good.
I like the
there.
energy. You didn't
Yeah.
foul. You didn't foul. You were playing good. It was just not quite. You missed time to jump there on. Oh no! What happened? It went out of bounds
Oh.
on West Virginia.
We'll take that.
There you go. Bearcats ball. Good defense. I take it. Oh no! It was a shot. That's what happened.
Yeah, okay.
My bad.
It was like, yeah, Kylie Torrance will bring it across. Now Reagan Jackson will pull up from the elbow. She's got it.
There you go. Be aggressive. Be quick.
Yes.
Don't spend time on the half court.
They're going to call a carry on Gia Cook.
There you go. There you go.
Here's some momentum here for the Bearcats. Down 19. No, down.
Down 19. No, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, 19. Rush. Don't run backwards. Yeah, I mean, you had a
Crawford.
triple team, but, you know, go up, get a foul.
Crawford will pass it in. Torrance, really
Good.
nice
Up,
pass
up,
to
up.
Bird underneath.
Oh, but she'll get a
almost
foul.
for the and one.
Good effort. Good effort.
Foul was called on Jordan Thomas, number 23. That's her first personal foul.
They're doing it. This is the
Yes.
adjustment that you should have made like 10 minutes ago.
Thomas
Is
is going to check in the game for
Speed up, shoot the ball, right? Even if it's like a mid-range jump shot. Misses the first free throw there. That's not going to help either. But don't do a fadeaway, okay? Make your jump shot moving forward. You want to be going towards the rim. If you can close the distance, you're more likely to get the ball.
Really
Interception.
nice by Bird. Up to Reagan Jackson.
Shoot it.
She's
There you
going to
go.
take it for two. Nice there from Reagan Jackson. Got a lot of momentum here.
Bearcats have made
Really-
5 of the
Really
last
good
5
press here. They're
shots.
getting back on defense, too. Gia Cook
There
will
you
have
go.
it. Now into back to Gia
Put a
Cook.
hand
They're
up.
going
There
to give
you
her
go.
a wide open three.
Rebound.
Get that
there.
rebound.
Stand.
Up to
Good.
Torrance.
Go all the way to the
Up
rim.
to
the rim.
Bird.
Up.
Really nice.
That's how you do it. Turn the momentum around.
Yes.
Timeout, West Virginia.
Lead down to 14.
The Bearcats have come back. They've made a 7-0 run over the last 53 seconds. Bearcats trailing 48-62. 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Do they have a shot? We'll be right back for a media timeout. This is the Bearcast Radio Network.
We're back on the Bearcast Media Network. Really good 7-0 run to go into the force called timeout by the West Virginia Mountaineers.
And we talked, they're doing exactly what they need to right now. They're being aggressive on defense. They're actually stopping the ball. They're getting rebounds. And then when they go to transition offense, they're taking advantage of the numbers. They're taking advantage of pace. You're not letting them get set. You're making them try to defend you off balance. You're using speed. West Virginia will end down the ball.
Really hoping the Bearcats can own this final 2-13.
Putting pressure. Good pressure.
Yes.
There you go. Slow them down.
Riley Mikulski will pass it over to number 5, Sydney Shaw. Now they'll have it over.
No, don't give them an open angle.
Into, oh, really nice from Tbilisi there.
There you go. That's how you do it.
Now, Bearcats ball.
That was they kind of got lucky there. They gave them an open lane. They're not playing the angles well. You got to go back to, let's go back to geometry here. Make sure you're calculating your angles, see where the hypotenuse to the basket is. But good job defense making pressure on that pass. And
they're going to bring it across the court. Tbilisi will now have it.
Just go up to the rim.
I'm not liking that shot, but
Over
Bird right underneath to get the miss.
Definitely.
It's going to cut the lead to 12.
Definitely aggressive there on that rebound. I like it, though. Offensive foul. Who's it going to be on? They're going to call it a Cincinnati foul.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul on Bird.
Took one for the team there. That's a good foul. You know what? Even though they're going to go shoot free throws, and it's good, you know, you're not necessarily helping yourself out of there.
Yeah.
I like that foul. I would rather you foul trying to be really aggressive on defense.
Agreed.
And try and getting a turnover, especially in a situation like this, than I would see you get some silly reach and foul because, you know, you let them get past you.
Sydney Shaw will make her first one.
Fifth Third Arena right now is electric. The fans who are here are active and engaged.
Shaw will make the second. So that'll bring the lead back up to 14. Kylie Torrance.
Well, they're slowing it down again.
Yeah, not like that.
Don't like that.
Thomas will get it across, but it's going to be a turnover.
Pass.
What happened
Over
there?
and back.
Over and back
Yeah,
on the
she crossed the
Mountaineers.
timeline and passed it back to the other half.
Silly mistakes on both sides there.
Well, hey, that's good pressure on the defense. The defense is forcing you to make a pass like that. Try and make something happen, and you get lost in the sauce.
And the Bearcats are going to go small here.
Good. Keep that tempo up. That's what you need right now.
D. Alexander will have
Good
it.
shot
She's
wide open.
Hit it from the elbow. Love to see it. Jordan Harrison will pass it up to Sydney Shaw.
Good double team.
Into number 22, Kiri Wheeler. She's going to bring it in. She's going to have it right off the back forward for 2. Tbilisi needs to push this basketball up to D. Alexander.
Bad pass, but go. There you go. Recover.
Tbilisi drive.
Push.
Reagan Jackson will pass it in to Torrance. Bad pass by Torrance.
Well, it would help. I want to see a screen set there, right? You're help your teammate out. Okay, set a screen so that they can roll.
Nice aggressive defense here by Reagan Jackson.
Now hustle back.
And
he got beat a little bit.
Tbilisi.
Good work.
Harrison will have it at the top. And Kari Wheeler will just pull up.
You got to handle that rebound.
Got to have those rebounds.
Grab it with 2 hands.
And they're playing really off on Harrison. Now Tbilisi comes up and guards and gets the turnover on Jordan Harrison.
There you go. Their defense, and you got to give them credit. Their defense, when they let up a score, it hasn't been because they're just playing bad defense. It's because West Virginia is making really good shots. Now hustle, you got 15 seconds. You want to get across the line, play for the last shot into the fourth quarter.
Tbilisi Guarded by Sydney Shaw, will take it in, no foul. Carrie Wheeler will have it, but DeVillisi up for 2. No good, the buzzer sounds. That'll be the end of the third quarter. We're going to the fourth. Eric will have it for you on the other end.
As we get set for the fourth quarter, the Bearcats trail by 14, 52-66. The Bearcats trying to overcome the deficit and give themselves a chance. And it'll be West Virginia's basketball.
Harrison will have it.
Harrison has the ball, passed it over to Johnson. Shaw. Underneath the rim is McCray. McCray goes up. No good.
Really
Second
nice
chance. McCray
defense.
again. Bounced out. Rebounded by the Bearcats. Passed over. It's saved. And they're on the floor. West Virginia will have another shot at it. Shaw goes up. Good for 3.
That is killer.
Bearcats will pass it in. You got to be fast here. Don't stand around. Move if you aren't open. And DeVillisi will bring it across. She's at the three-point line. You got to be quick here. You got 9 minutes to make up 10, almost 20 points.
Yeah.
You gotta hustle. DeVillisi rolls to her right at the fifth-third logo. Passes it back to Alexander, to the corner. Jackson passes it under. And Alexander's going to get fouled. Oh, no, sorry. It's going to be a turnover for Cincinnati. Thought they called a foul there. It'll go out of bounds on Cincinnati, West Virginia's basketball. Wheeler's going to inbound
nice defense from DeVillisi.
To Johnson. Johnson passes it to Harrison. Harrison passes it over to Johnson again. Johnson to Harrison at the C-paw. Pushes forward now inside the arc to the paint. Backs out. She's going to look for a passing option inside to Wheeler. Wheeler trying to go up with it. No, she won't. She'll pass it out to Johnson.
Yep, that's going to travel.
Bearcats basketball. And they're doing a very good job. They've been doing a good job for the last 2 quarters or so, about maybe I'll say 12 minutes. Good 12 minutes of basketball there.
Got that field goal percentage up to 43%.
You're slowing. You're doing a very good job. You're putting a lot of pressure on the West Virginia offense to try and make passes that they haven't had to all game, and you're putting them in traffic. Inbound the ball to Crawford. Crawford's going to bring it across the timing line at the third logo. Passes it in. It's rebound or blocked, and then up to Crawford again. Rebound passed out. At a foul called. It'll be West Virginia's basketball.
Was Maya Perry ejected from the game, or?
No, she was not.
Okay. I thought it was just a technical, too.
Yeah, it was just a technical.
Got it.
And now the call there, Katrina Merriweather wasn't happy either.
Yeah.
That was a very close foul, as Jackson's getting pretty aggressive on defense there, almost tripped up with Harrison. Harrison in the corner, trapped, 2 double team, passes it out to Cook. Cook goes in, looks for a 3, passes it over to Harrison in the corner. Harrison cuts inside on the baseline. Offensive foul on Harrison.
Bearcats ball.
Bearcats ball once again. 52-69 is the score.
Kylie Torrance will check in for Ramaya Bird.
Torrance has 8 points. Torrance and Jackson right now are the leading scorers for the Bearcats, 8 points apiece. And Nadibia going to get tripped up. They're going to call it.
It's Bearcats ball. Cincinnati will inbound once again on the baseline.
They'll say it went out of bounds on West Virginia. They're going to get a second chance at it. Not the greatest pass in the world, but it was in traffic. Everybody's kind of slow here to get moving, and now hustle. I want to see DeVillesi run. Good job. All right, sweet. Now let's kind of cut in. You got some room. Try and make some
Jackson
space.
Drive.
Set a screen here. Jackson passes it to Nadibia. Nadibia to DeVillesi. DeVillesi, you got a lane there. Go up with it. Passes
Nice
it to
pass.
Torrance. Torrance rebounds her own shot. You got to commit to the rebound. Turnover, West Virginia. Basketball and a steal and a foul. Tried to go for the punch out there and got a reach-in foul. It'll be on DeVillesi. That's her second personal foul. I like the effort, though. It's not the greatest foul I've ever seen, but it's a good foul. You don't give him a shot to shoot yet, so inbounded. Harrison has the ball. She passes it to McCray. McCray out to Sydney Shaw. No good. Rebound over the back. Going to be Bearcats basketball. Foul on Sydney Shaw over the back.
Maya Perry is going to check into the game for DeVillesi.
DeVillesi, she's been playing a lot of minutes right now. She's got 28 minutes on the game, and so she's been putting in some numbers.
I'd really like to see them pass this up to Reagan Jackson. She's jumping. She wants the ball.
Oh yeah, give it to Jackson. Okay, now push if you're going to take the ball. Poorly handled by Perry there. She tried to push, just didn't commit, and double team out of bounds. It'll be Bearcats basketball. It actually went out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by West Virginia.
Perry's going to inbound.
Now Torrance has the ball at the free throw line. Good.
Really nice move by Kylie Torrance.
54-69. Bearcats trail with 7:19.
Foul on Crawford.
Yeah.
Second personal on Julia Crawford.
Now you do, to her credit, have fouls to give.
Yep.
Now that's not so good because you're not setting yourself up if you're close at the end.
Yeah.
But Harrison has the ball, passes it over to Shaw. Back. Shaw inside, intercepted by the Bearcats.
Reagan Jackson. They're going to
call an offensive foul
on Reagan Jackson.
Reagan Jackson was backing up. She caught the ball.
That's just a basketball play.
She caught the ball. She catches the ball. She's turned around. She's backing up because she catches the ball, turned around.
Yeah.
You have a West Virginia player under her. What is she supposed to do? What's she supposed to do?
There's nothing. She did everything right there.
How do you? I mean, she's gonna say that it was a trip. She's gonna call it a trip.
We might actually have the ball
Cincinnati.
now.
It was a trip on Cincinnati. It's West Virginia's basketball.
No, we're gonna actually have the ball now.
Okay, so they did call it a trip.
Reversed
Okay,
yeah.
I was wrong. They're gonna call it a trip on Gia Cook. Good. I
Way to get
like
the call
that.
right.
Good. There you go.
Bad initial call, but got it right.
Passes it into Nadibia at the center court. Now it's back to Torrance. Torrance trying to hustle here. You got to make something happen. You're down. Jackson to Perry. Perry, move. Nadibia at the free throw line. Go up with it. Nadibia, there she goes up and in for two. 56-69, 7.
Wow, great defense by Julia Crawford.
Steal. Crawford with the steal. Perry for three. No good. Rebounded by West Virginia. It's going to be Shaw on the rebound. Gives it to Harrison.
That would have been huge.
That could have been amazing.
That would have been
a timeout free throw or timeout three-pointer right there. Harrison charging to the rim, passes it.
She's going to
travel Bearcats ball. 6:18 in the fourth quarter. Bearcats are trailing 56-69. West Virginia has had 5 turnovers in the last 3:18 and have not scored a point since. Nadibia brings the ball across the half-court line. They're slowing down a little bit, and an interception by Harrison. Harrison to the rim, up, and good rebound. They're going to call a foul.
That was clean blocked by Nadibia, from what I saw.
They're going to call it a foul. I don't quite like that. I think she got all ball.
I agree.
Either way, that's a good foul. Make them earn it. If you're going to score 2, make them earn it.
Especially when you're sending a big to the free throw line. They are, but it is their leading scorer,
It is loud.
Kara
It's
Wheeler.
fifth third right now. No good. No good. The score remains 56-69, 6:06 remaining. Second free throw for Kira Wheeler.
She's gonna miss
No good
it.
again. Out of bounds. Who's it off? Bearcats ball. Bearcats will have it as it went out on West Virginia on the free throw. Kylie Torrance going to inbound the ball from the baseline at the end of Cincinnati.
All right,
gives it to Crawford. Crawford.
Get it up to Perry.
Push. There you go. You had numbers, but you didn't take advantage of it. Gives it to Torrance. Perry in the corner for 3. It's good!
Come on!
59-69, the score, the trailing by 10. West Virginia.
Got some energy
slowing
here.
It down. 5:42 remain. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Kira Wheeler has the ball, pushing inside, and now it's Harrison. Harrison moving up. No good. Rebounded by the Bearcats.
Push.
Crawford has it, pushing to the rim. Passes it out to Perry. Perry for 3.
She's got it. Heat check.
It's good. 62-69. 5:14. No timeout. Wheeler has the ball up, and West Virginia's going to score a layup. Woodley scored a layup for the Mountaineers. 71-62. 5 minutes remaining. Timeout. Bearcats. The Bearcats have made 4 for 5 of the last 5. That makes sense. I already said that. They went 4 for 5. I've got too excited. This is Bearcats basketball on the Bearcast Radio Network. With 5:02 remaining in the game, the Bearcats have closed the gap. It's 11 points from what was a 20-plus point deficit. They have gone 4 of the last 5. I don't need to say of 5 of the last 5 again. Well, we've calmed down a little bit, taking a sip of water here in the break. The Bearcats trailing 62-71. You're within 10 points.
Yes.
They've turned it around. They have picked up the offensive tempo. They're playing really good defense. And we mentioned it a couple of times earlier. They're not scoring they're not letting West Virginia score because they're giving up bad looks. They're scoring because they're just playing good basketball.
UC's playing to their strengths.
Exactly.
Now.
And hopefully it's not too little too late.
Yeah.
You should have been doing this a quarter and a half ago. But you've got Fifth Third riled up right now. You've got a handful of really good calls. You have offensive energy. You need to keep that momentum going coming out of this media timeout. Use what you've been doing. Use what works. I hope that Katrina Merriweather has told these guys, you are doing it. This is what you needed to do all game. You don't slow down when you're inbounding the ball. Pick up that tempo. Play the numbers. You're succeeding when you do that. You've succeeded all year when you do that. Make sure you do that.
The 5 on the floor, D. Alexander, Kylie Torrance, Maya Perry, Julia Crawford, and
Perry has the ball on the inbound over to D. Alexander. She hustles, get to the rim there. Go up. D. Alexander passes it back to Crawford. Crawford to Perry.
The other one was Reagan Jackson.
Perry to Crawford again. Crawford to Torrance at the three-point line. You got to make something happen here. Over to Nadibia. Sorry, that's Alexander. Crawford has the ball at the corner of the Fifth Third logo. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Go up.
She's going to get...
And a foul.
No, they're calling a travel.
One ref called a foul. They're gonna have a discussion here. Was it a foul or a travel? And Bearcats basketball. They're gonna call it a foul. I agree. That's a good call there. She was getting. I see why he called it a travel, but she's getting double teamed and shoved around. So the foul happened. That's caused the travel.
Perry's gonna inbound underneath the hoop.
Perry inbounds.
And
5-second violation almost occurred, and it's going to get knocked out of bounds by West Virginia. Everybody's kind of, I don't know what they're doing here. I mean, you know you have to move. If you're being covered, okay, you can't just stand there. You have to move and let the person on the baseline get open. D. Alexander has the ball. Just shoot it. You're wide open.
I agree.
And it's good. 64-71. You got to be a little bit quicker than that. You got 4:19 left in the quarter. Double team. No foul. Wide open three-pointer for West Virginia. It rims out. Rebounded by West Virginia. Gets no good no foul there. Reagan Jackson's going to play coverage on the ball. Passes it over to Wheeler. Wheeler over to McCray. Under the basket is Wheeler. And she'll lay it
offense
73-64.
Reagan Jackson will take it to the hoop.
Another
open 2 for D. Alexander.
Great. When Harrison passed it all the way across, it was close on the timeline. I missed a little bit of the commentary there. I got too caught up in the energy. Harrison has the ball at the three-point line. It was tipped lightly by Torrance, but it gets to Wheeler. Wheeler under the rim.
Nice straight-up defense by Perry, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing much more you can do.
Yeah.
They're doing a very good job. 3:16 left in the quarter. Goes up for 2.
Really good push
with
by
a little
Julia
bit too much
Crawford.
flashes. Rebounded.
Awesome
Perry for 3. That's just a little too strong. It'll be rebounded by Harrison, and it'll pass up to Shaw. Shaw underneath the rim. Thomas
that's a killer.
Goes up for 2. 77-66. Bearcats trail by 11.
Push.
2:51 left in the quarter. Crawford has the ball. Let's pick up tempo here.
Taking the sweet old time here. Come on.
Move some people around. You
Or
got
drive
4 people in a row. Perry, off ball, possible foul. Perry gets aggressive, passes it to Torrance. Torrance pushes to the rim, up, No good. Rebounded by West Virginia. They had 3 Mountaineers underneath the rim. Harrison has the ball at half court.
2:25 to go.
Passes it to Shaw. Sydney Shaw driving to the rim. Passes it to Thomas.
Defense is just weak.
It's going to be a timeout, Bearcats. The Bearcats defense, they're doing good on offense. Yep. They're doing good on offense, but ebb and flow here. It's like they kind of, earlier in the game, they were playing really good defense, kind of passed up the offense. Now they're playing really good offense, kind of passing up on the defense. So, you gotta just
find any,
do both.
happy medium.
Do both.
Do both.
Do both. Yeah, you can play 2 sides of the game at the same. That's kind of what the game of basketball is, right? It's not one or the other. So Bearcats are trailing 66-79, and over the last minute 4, West Virginia's on a 6-0 run. They've made 4 of their last 4. Cincinnati's lost a little bit of that flow. We said you don't want to lose that energy coming out of the media timeout. And that's kind of what's happened here is they're getting just a little slow. They pick up the pace here, So they're not doing bad, but you're not doing well enough to make up for the fact that you were down 20. Inbounding the ball, and it'll be DeVillisi who has it as she brings it across the half-court line. And you gotta be quick here. You can't start standing around. Perry passes it in to Thomas. Thomas, go up, travel.
Yeah.
You should have just gone up the first time. She jumped,
waited too
come
long.
back down. That's going to be called a travel every single time. You should have just taken it, jumped into him, called the foul. Destiny Thomas is coming out. Nadiba comes in. Wheeler inbounds it. Deep pass to Woodley. Woodley underneath the rim, lays it up. Absolutely no defense there for the Bearcats.
Mountaineers just closing here.
DeVillisi brings it across half court. Bearcats have done it. They've tried offensively to do it, but they're kind of falling apart on defense. Perry, double team, sets a screen. There you go. Up for 2 and in. 68-81. They'll pass it all the way across to Shaw. Shaw double team to Harrison. Harrison going to be kind of left open. They're going to be setting a 3-2.
They're going to be taking all the time off the clock here.
Now they move to a 2-3 zone. Has an open lane. No good. Pass out to the corner.
Gary Wheeler.
Wheeler underneath. No good. Rebounded by Harrison. Pass all the way out.
Can't allow second chance opportunities.
No. Especially with 1:04 left.
Yeah.
12 seconds on the shot clock. Wheeler, Harrison. Wheeler at the free throw line. Spins.
And almost and one. She's going to be shooting 2 free throws there.
True. She got fouled on the spin. Try spinning. That's a good trick.
Yeah. You're reminding me of one of my favorite lines from the Phantom Menace. Try spinning. That's a good trick.
And it'll be Kira Wheeler, the 6'1" freshman guard from Norfolk State. Sorry, I got that mixed up. I read position in class backwards. It's the graduate forward from Norfolk State. I was going to say that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
How are you transferring a freshman? But, redshirt freshman, I guess. DeVillisi passes it out to Perry. Perry to the rim. Should have gone up with that. Jackson doing it once again. Pass out to Perry. Perry
needs to shoot a
for
3
3.
here.
It's good. 71-81. DeVillisi got tied up in the corner. That was kind of a silly foul there.
Yeah.
That wasn't a good foul.
Silly foul by
an off-ball foul after a three-pointer. You kind of get jarring with them. It's going to be a technical foul. Oh no, it is just a regular personal. My bad. I thought it was a little bit more egregious than it was. Yeah, they're just going to slow down, kind of getting to the other side of that. Harrison going to shoot 2. Up, in. 82-71, 37 seconds remain.
Reagan Jackson is just cherry picking all the way down on the other end of the court. They're going to send one. Number 4 back there, Parrish.
They got one back deep to return. It's good. 83-71, 30 seconds remain in the game. I mean, it would take a miracle, but it feels closer than it is. It feels like some miracle could happen. Jackson for three.
I thought she got fouled. Yeah, she got fouled.
Did they foul? Yes, it will. Yeah. Okay, so they'll foul her on the three-pointer. 30 seconds remain. Anything could happen. It's college basketball.
Yep.
Anything could happen. Now, I do remember the 2022 crosstown shootout. Cincinnati was down 20 at halftime. In the final minute of the game, they come back from 10. So, yeah, we're a little bit below that. We're at 30 seconds. Technically, it's mathematically possible if you score like a bunch of three-pointers in rapid succession. Well, you know, the statistics wouldn't say that's good odds, but
I almost purposely miss here.
Yeah, no, you got the 3 points.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're better off not risking it. Take the points. But it's going to be a timeout for West Virginia with 30 seconds remaining. They're going to talk over what they want to do. Bearcats are trailing by 9. And if you're the Bearcats, what do you need to do here?
I say you just got to speed it up in transition and drive and kick out to Maya Perry, or just dump it off to one of your bigs. I'd like to see Dee Alexander check into the game this timeout. She's been hitting them from the elbow. But overall, very balanced scoring attack from the Bearcats. Leading scorer is Maya Perry with 16.
30 seconds remain. They'll come out of timeout. Bearcats trailing by 9. All you have to do, trailing by 9.
Yep.
3 3-pointers.
Yeah.
Now yesterday in a game.
Perry, 3-pointers.
Speaking of trailing, as West Virginia inbounds the ball, it's going to be Shaw who has it at the C-paw, brings it inside to the 3-point line, passes it over to Harrison. Harrison on the handoff, moves backwards, real close.
Create a turnover, but there's going to be a foul.
They're going to foul her. Speaking of being down points, yesterday Texas played Texas A&M in basketball.
Yep.
Now, Sean Miller, former rival coach from Xavier, was coaching that team. You see they're down 5 with like a minute left. And instead of just getting to the rim, right, you go for like really bad three-point shot. Mm-hmm. And that's what they don't need to do that. They do not need to settle for three-pointers. Just get to the rim. And then there was one later in the game, towards the end when it was a little bit closer, but didn't matter. They go for a layup. Well, it's like, what's the point? You're down 6 or something like that. You're going to make it a 5-point deficit. Just shoot a 3. I think I got that mixed up, but we have Bearcats game. 2 free throws were made for Harrison. It is now, they went 1 for 1. 21 seconds remain, 74-84, 10-point deficit for the Bearcats. It'll definitely take a miracle now, but the energy is there.
Yes.
And if you're Katrina Merriweather,
you like to see the fight in the team.
But it's too little, too late.
Yeah.
You know, if you have to go into this next, get off the court, give them the day to kind of relax. But after they get back to practice tomorrow, they better be running suicides. I mean, you better be running sprints.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you're not moving. You know, I mean, get some cardio in. You know, in practice. Yeah, because you have to pick it up. You figured it out at the end.
Yes.
But you spend the entire second, middle half of the game.
Just a bunch of sloppy turnovers, too. That is caused by being slow on the offensive end, not getting up the court.
You have 21 turnovers. Now, West Virginia has 22. So you're actually, interestingly enough, winning the turnover battle. But
both teams are performing very bad in that
category. West Virginia has 19 points on turnovers. Now, this is interesting. We have 22 points off turnovers. we're beating them.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that we spent the entire middle of the half not playing defense.
Yes.
The middle of the game not playing defense. We were struggling on offense. We were just letting West Virginia do exactly what they wanted to do.
They're like a light switch. They turn the offense on, the defense goes off, and the defense goes on, the offense sputters.
It's just, I mean, you like to see what you
get it
did at
into
the
Perry.
end. I like what Nadibia there. Perry has the ball. She charges to the rim, goes up,
Two.
and it's good. 76-84. If you're lucky here, you might just have a chance. 13 seconds remain. Goes to Shaw. Shaw.
They're not going to foul. They're just going to let this time run out.
And the Bearcats will fall 84-76. And the Bearcats lose because of the fact that they spent that middle half.
Yes.
Yeah, and they tried. They really did. You have to give credit where it's due. Katrina Merriweather whipped them into shape at the end of the game.
Yes.
And she got them to actually make adjustments. But when you're not listening to your coach for 2 quarters,
yes,
that's going to happen. Mm-hmm. So, next game, they need to look at it. They need to look at it and just say, we sucked. We didn't do what we needed to in the middle of the game to win. But at the end, take advantage of what you actually did.
Something to build
keep those
off,
changes,
for sure.
But you have to internalize that. You have to make it count. If you don't let it kind of settle, right, and you don't actually learn from that, then you're not going to look forward.
There's a line when you lose, you better learn.
Exactly.
And I'm sure these Bearcats are going to take that lesson into this next game.
Well, the Bearcats were led by Maya Perry, 18 points, 7 for 13, 4 for 7 from the three-point line. She came back. I mean, we said at the beginning she was our leading scorer, and she proved it in the end. 4 for 7. She was the only person to hit a three-pointer for the Bearcats. For West Virginia, Kira Wheeler underneath the rim, 8 for 14, 1 for 6 from free throw. But the Bearcats will get set to take on Iowa State in a rematch, 7:30 p.m. this weekend. Men's basketball plays Arizona at 9 p.m. That'll be here on the Bearcast Radio Network. Bearcats women's basketball gets set to face Arizona State January 24th at 2 p.m., which will also be on the Bearcast Radio Network. The final score for tonight, Cincinnati 76, West Virginia 84. We want to thank you all for spending your afternoon with us here on the Bearcast Radio Network. For Tim Croft and everybody who made the Bearcast Radio broadcast possible today, my name is Eric Gonzalez, and we will see you later.